Isn't it fair to say that there are no there is no such thing as a coincidence? Then, like, you hear people say like it's a coincidence, it's a God thing. It's two different realms, and it's just kind of pick and choose, probably semantics. But like, is everything then? Obviously, everything's kind of like a God thing, but like,
Well, if everything's a God thing, you kind of go into the predestination kind of conversation, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
well, sure, more so in like events that happen, not necessarily your eternal destination.
I think it's more like. So I just watched Pulp Fiction.
Love
The
that.
first time in a long time, and this. You guys have both seen it, right? When he goes into the room and he's like, just a great scene. He's ripping up that guy, quotes a little chapter and verse to him before shooting him in the head. But the guy comes out of the bathroom later and like shoots, and all the bullets miss Jules. And he's like, then has this kind of like conversion moment where he's going to give up the life. And he's like, we just witnessed a miracle. And then John Travolta's character, the Scientologist, obviously, there's our first problem, is like telling him it's just a coincidence. And like they talk about that back and forth. Like, and I think it's more just like I think it's just a matter of perspective.
So what's the right perspective to think of it?
Which one gives you more joy?
I think there are things that can be considered like this crazy, very visual, upfront, like God thing. And then I think that they're like, so he fires a bunch of bullets at you and none of them hit you. Yeah. That's like, okay, right? Like, I don't know. But I also think that like coincidences, even in like a daily kind of life of, you go to the grocery store, you see somebody, and then you're at CVS the next day, you see them again. Like things like that, right?
But if we looked at those things as if like these are things that God is putting together,
correct?
Whether he's physically in his hands doing that or not, how does that change our perspective then? Having a little bit more kindness, a little bit more appreciation to say like, how am I going to react in this moment? Because there might be something that I'm supposed to learn in this moment.
Right. I think they also play into like our own tendencies of like, we all have certain tendencies that we like abide by and do. And sometimes you just do the same thing over and over again. And it can still be a part of a plan. But I also think that sometimes it's like, we call it like this coincidence thing, but it's like, it was going to happen regardless because you were going to go do that regardless. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
But that was, to go all the way back, that was my weekend.